Hi everyone. Today I will share insight on international negotiations and communication with professional relationships. The world of business is increasingly interconnected, and understanding how negotiations and communication work across borders is essential for success, whether you are a student, a business owner, or an executive. By way of context, I currently work in calcium manufacturing sector here in the UAE, where international trade, supply contracts, and client communication are part of my daily responsibilities. Throughout this session, I draw examples from my industry, but the principles we discuss are universal. You will find them relevant no matter which sector you belong to. So guys, let's start. Here's our roadmap today. We will begin by looking at why international negotiation matters, then explore the pastel framework, which explain the external forces shaping negotiations. We will also examine real business cases and practical examples. Then we will turn to communication, written, spoken, and nonverbal, which is the foundation of negotiation. Finally, we will connect these lessons to case studies, challenges, does and doesn't, and wrap up with key takeaways and discussion. So, why international negotiation matters? Negotiations are the backbone of global businesses. By definition, they are about reaching agreements that create mutual value across borders. The UAE is prime example of global trade hub with over 40 free zone tax advantages and world-class ports is attract thousands of international companies. Take Jebel Ali Free Zone or DNCC, where thousands of firms negotiate partnership daily. This shows how global negotiations directly fuel economic growth. Globalization and technology. Globalization and technology have broken down barriers to trade. Platforms like Amazon, Temu, and AliExpress shows how business can reach customers anywhere in the world. In the UAE, e-commerce is blooming, expect to reach over 17 billion by 2025. Guys, imagine 17 billions. The internet enables borderless trade while digital payments and logistics ensure speed and convenience. For businesses, this means negotiations increasingly happen online faster across time zones. Let's see about the pastel framework. To understand what shaped negotiations, we use the pastel framework. P stand for politics, E economic, S social, T technological, E environmental, and finally L legal factors. Each of these plays a role in how deals are structured and concluded. Let's explore each one with real business examples. Political factors. Political stability is trade agreements lay the groundwork of negotiation. For an example, the UAE-India Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement reduced tariff benefiting industries like manufacturing and raw material. Especially, it gives advantages for the raw materials. In my industry, calcium carbonate is agreement lower import cost and make export more competitively. So political stability create confidence while unstable environment make deals risky. Economic factors. Economic happens negotiations in many ways. Currency fluctuations, inflations, oil prices, and growth rates. In the GCC, oil remains a major driver. When oil price rise, shipping costs also automatically increasing. So it's directly affecting to the trade. In my work, calcium carbonate export prices are influenced by oil-linked freight charges. Globally, companies hedge risky by adjusting contracts to protect against currency and oil volatility. Social and cultural factors. Culture plays a critical role in negotiations. In the UAE, respect of hierarchy and relationship buildings are essential. While in Europe, business may be more direct and data driven. Misunderstanding these can be damage trust for sure. For instance, in Arab boardrooms, showing different to senior leaders is key to winning respect. Adapting your style to cultural expectations strengthen the partnership. Technological factors. Technology is transforming negotiation. Smart cities, AI, and blockchain create new opportunities and ensure transparency. Saudi Arabia's NEOM project is strictly an example, attracting global investors with its futuristic vision. Meanwhile, video calls, AI transactions, and digital contracts make cross-border negotiation faster and more efficient than the physical meetings. Companies that adopt these tools gain an advantages. Environmental factors. Environmental concerns are no longer optional. With the UAE hosting COP28, sustainability is now at the heart of negotiations. Buyers increasing demand eco-friendly sourcing and carbon neutral commitments. Contract today often including green sourcing clauses. Business that embrace sustainability gain credibility and long-term deals while those who ignore it risk being excluded. Legal factors. Every negotiation must respect the legal environment. In UAE, franchises like Starbucks operate under Al Shaya Group, adapting to local legal frameworks, licensing, franchising, labor laws, and compliance shape outcomes. Ignoring these can cause delays or even business failures. For international expansion, understanding host country laws is as important as pricing. So let's talk about some practical negotiation examples. I mean, real world cases. For an example, Apple and Samsung fought patent dispute worth billions. It shows the power of intellectual property. And Emirates Airline. Emirates Airline negotiates multi-billion dollars aircraft orders with Boeing and Airbus, balancing price, delivery, and maintenance. In oil, OPEC. Their members, like in UAE, negotiate codes that shape globally energy pricing. Let's talk about my field. The long-term calcium carbonate supply contracts with India and China ensure the market stability. So if you guys need it, I can give you 100 of examples that prove it, the negotiation, how it will advantages for our businesses. So these examples prove that strong contract and trust-driven long-term partnerships. Let's talk about the communication. Communication is the foundation of negotiation. Communication is the currency of, so in other words, we can say communication is the currency of negotiation. Without it, even the best deal can collapse. Written communication proves clarity, spoken build trust, and non-verbal strengthen credibility. Let's see each in more detail. Written communication. We can say report, contracts, and email. Those written communication ensure clarity and accountability. For an example, in my company, we are using LIMS, Laboratory Information Management System. Through that one, we can create certificate of analysis for each of our product. This certificate of analysis are sent worldwide to customer in paint, plastic, or even for the constructions. This document builds confidence in product quality. A well-written contract avoid dispute, while poorly written terms can cost millions to the company. Spoken communication. In meetings, presentations, or call. This communication is where trust is built, especially tone and clarity matters. For an example, when negotiation pricing with multinational client, speaking confidently and listening actively can close a deal. Video calls save time as well as the cost, but clear spoken communication ensures alignment across borders. Nonverbal communications. Nonverbal communications account for up to 85% meaning. In the UAE, boardroom etiquette method, a firm handshake, respectful eye contact, and professional attire set the right tone. Slouching, pointing, or casual behavior can damage credibility. Positively, body language builds trust even before words are spoken. Mentoring. Mentoring builds strong professional relationships in most of the roles. In my role, I train technicians in lab testing, ensure they follow global standards. This improves performance and their confidence. Globally, companies like Unilever and Emirates Airlines use structured monitoring to develop their leaders. Monitoring builds loyalty and ensures succession of planning. Franchising and licensing. This is very interesting part. Franchising allowed global brands to expand while adapting locally. McDonald's UAE offers items like the Mac Arabia while Carrefour ensure halal supply chain in the Middle East. Another example, Starbucks adapt to the Al Shaya Group, offering Arabic coffee and cultural steam. KFC. KFC thread the China by localization menus, while 7-Eleven become Japanese biggest convenient chain by adapting stores. This example shows how globally consistency must balance with local adaptation. Let's talk about media influence. Media shape negotiations today. For an example, Cristiano Ronaldo's partnership with Nike at billions in value. Deepika Padukone's event boost Sri Lankan tourism. Another example, UAE Expo 2020. They use media campaigns to attract 24 million visitors. And also it creates 33 billion of economic impact to UAE. Social media influence are now negotiate contracts worth millions, proving that media has become a powerful negotiation tool. Linking negotiation and communication. How we can do that? Speed plus trust equal value. Example. Apple launched iPhone globally because of rapid supply negotiations. Amazon. Amazon built trust with real-time logistics. In JAFSA logistic companies offering shipment tracking win contract. Even during COVID, Emirates Airline communicated transparently with the government, enabling faster recovery. Fast, honest communication win long-term partnership. I can give you 1,000 examples. UAE businesses for case studies. UAE forms a global negotiation platform at IDEPIC 2023. 8.2 billion in oil contract was signed. GITEX. GITEC brought 6,000 exhibitors from 180 countries, generating deals in AI and fintech. The Dubai Air Show secured 100 billion in aircraft orders from Emirates and FlightDubai. Arab Health. Arab Health exhibition created global healthcare partnerships. And the World Government Summit saw leaders negotiate policies for digital economies. The UAE proves itself as a hub where multicultural negotiations driven billion-dollar outcomes. What are the challenges and issues we are facing? Negotiations face challenges, mainly cultural gaps. Cultural gaps can create missteps. For an example, Western directness may be seen as a rude in Arab context. Time zones. Time zones slow global decisions. I have seen 48-hour delays in UAE China shipping talks. Legal barriers. Those can be matters too. US firm, for an example, US firm entering UAE often face halal certification requirements. In my industry, calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate contract terms lead to closely shipment delays. Even Bionin and Airbus have faced stalled deals due to regulatory mismatches. Planning for these challenges is essential. So let's talk about what do's and doesn't. Best practice are simple but critical. Do your research, respect cultures, adapt your style, and confirm in writing. UAE China joint ventures succeed because of cultural respect and long term vision. Don't rush deals or ignore hierarchy. Walmart lost 1 billion in Germany because they ignored local culture. Success comes from patience, cultural intelligence, and preparations. So the main thing is we need to know success comes from patience. So to wrap up, international negotiations are shaped by pastel framework. Communication. There are main three: written, spoken, and nonverbal. These are fundamental of the communication. Real world cases. We have talked so many real world cases that proving how negotiation and communication is matter for the businesses. So, the success formula is very simple: adaptability, trust, and strong contract. So, guys, thank you for your attention. We have came to end of our session. So I hope you all guys got a clear idea about the importance of negotiations and communication. So once again, thank you very much for listening. See you guys from another session. Bye bye.